Okay, here we are, you guys. It's been a long time coming, but I finally decided to record a Fallout 4 build video. My name is Ashley. If you're watching this, you are probably one of the 3 people that I have sent this link to. If for some reason you're not one of those people, then I do not know how the hell you came across this video. You must really be at the bottom of the YouTube barrel if this is what you're watching. But regardless, I'm happy you're here. I will be showing you today a settlement that I built in a overpass that is done with the mod Workshop Anywhere. As the name suggests, it'll let you build anywhere. I hate building in any of the set game settlements. They always seem to suck and are never very good, and I really don't like having to deal with all the settlers complaining about how they don't have beds or water or food. I just don't have time for that. Anyway, there's Deacon in the back. He decided to come join. Deacon is the best companion in this game. Don't try to argue with me. You know it's true. The fact that you can't romance him is complete and utter crap. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to go ahead and say this from the top. The audio, video, and editing quality on this video, they're not great. They're not great. I recorded this on my Xbox. I am doing the voiceover with my iPhone and my iPod Pros, and I am editing on iMovie, also on my iPhone. So it's not gonna be great, you guys. You don't need to leave comments about how terrible it is. I know, and I'm probably not gonna do a lot to change it. Also, I will leave a link to all of the mods that I use in the description, but fair warning, this game is old, and a lot of the times I've noticed the mod creators are no longer updating them. Again, this game is old, so I can't vouch for them all if they'll still work, but I will list which ones I use below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This settlement is located between the Slog and Coastal Cottage. It took me quite a bit of time to find this spot. I was looking for a freeway overpass, freestanding, that wasn't too big. Building in a smaller space is a lot easier when it comes to decorating and to making something look kind of lore friendly and like it fits in the game. If you use too big of a space, it can be really difficult to try to get it all filled in to make it look good. And also, if you do too much, it can really mess with your frame rate, which sucks. So this is it, very simple, just these 2 cars on top. Now we can do a walkthrough of the finalized settlement. Yes, like I said before, my audio and my video quality suck. I recorded this on my Xbox and I'm doing this voiceover on my iPhone, so leave me alone and don't come for me. Building this platform with the kind of rusted out, trashed van was really fun, and I love these elevators, these lifts. I think they look so cool. I've always liked seeing them in the game. I think they really add something kind of fun and different, and I think they look really, really cool. Up here, kind of the whole idea is that the person that lives in this settlement grabs whatever they can when they're out roaming the wasteland, and they need to stick it somewhere. So they put boxes and crates up on this shelf. I really had a good time trying to place all that stuff up there. Place Anywhere is my favorite mod in Fallout 4. If you don't use it, what are you doing with yourself in your life? I love the look of this generator, the windmill. I think it's really fun and also very realistic for the area. Every single thing that you see here is something I placed, with the exception of those 2 cars. It was fun to learn how to try to build around them and kind of utilize them to fit in the space. A perfect example of that is my weird little wasteland hot tub that I really, really wanted to build. It took a minute, but I think it turned out pretty fun. The garden area was another fun place to work. As someone that has a lot of plants myself, I knew I would want to spend quite a bit of time working on this area, going through all the different mods I have, pulling different plants and crops, and kind of putting them here, a little bit hodgepodge, but also cohesive. I knew I wanted to have a good garden area. All these planks on the ground I did have to place. There's a pretty large gap in the pavement, and I definitely fell through a couple times, killing myself since it's high enough, which is a bummer, especially if you haven't saved your build. This is a PSA, kids, to pause and save your game pretty often when building. It'll save you a lot of headaches. I liked having an open air kitchen. I thought it was really fun to kind of build that way. I use a mod where I only have clear weather in the Commonwealth. I do not have time for a rad storm. I just don't. Building this grill with the cooking meat was something that someone suggested I do, and it turned out way better than I thought it was going to. I was a little worried it was going to look kind of hokey, but it turned out pretty great. I used this trailer. This is just a base vanilla game trailer. In the build menu under structures, there's a vehicles tab, and that's where I found it. And I used it to make a player home. Two of the mods that I use every single time I build are Do It Yourself and Creative Clutter, and that's where most of this stuff came from. I love the wrought iron bed. Those are my favorite. You'll see that I use them pretty much every time I build something because I think they look really cool. But yeah, all of this stuff on the shelves, kind of stuff everywhere, is how I really like to build. I think it makes it look the most lived in and then the most consistent with the game. Behind the trailer is this little chill spot back here. Obviously, you've got to be able to wash your clothes in the Commonwealth, so I have a little clothes washing station. But back here is a little chill out spot. Got a lawn chair you can stretch out in. You can drink a beer, hang out, look at all the dead trees and brown grass. And then also there's a alpha deathclaw that spawns right below you. So it's a lot of fun to just sit and watch your turrets destroy a deathclaw. Last but not least, we have the bathroom. Like I've said many times before, building in a small space is the easiest to make something look really lived in. So I enjoyed building in here. I liked having a glass wall. You know, no one's close enough to be able to see you in the shower, so you get a nice view. But I think it turned out pretty well. It's small, it does the trick, and it has everything that you would need in a bathroom. And that is my overpass settlement in Fallout 4 using a whole lot of mods. Thank you for watching. If you somehow stumbled across this and decided you wanted to waste a couple minutes of your life watching it, thank you. I will be doing more of these since I have a lot of settlements that I have built in Fallout 4. I use the Workshop Anywhere mod, so hardly any of the settlements I'll be recording are in any of the pre-made game settlements. I find those a lot more boring. So thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed it.